You are listening to the MSL Weekly, covering Harvest Preparatory School athletics, and I'll be taking you around the Mid-State League. Hello, my name is Willie Stimage. Thank you for tuning in to this podcast on this weekly edition. Today is Sunday, September the 18th, 2016. I am your host, Willie Stimage. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got a short show for you tonight. I just want to recap you on everything that went on this week between the Mid-State League, especially Harvest Preparatory School. Now, this week, Harvest Prep starting out at 0-3. They faced off against Worthington Christian, but prior to that, Harvest Prep is like struggling into this league on a losing streak of 0-3. They kind of limped this way into this course. Last week, they took on the Bishops of Zanesville, and Harvest Prep defense took a beating in the first half, but they gave up 21 points. But this puts it down to 21-13, and the defense didn't make any changes in the second half and allowed another 33 points. And the final of that contest was 54-47. And technically, there was no defense, period. This was a high-scoring offensive game. But Harvest Prep came out with the loss on that one. And then their opponents they're facing this week was Worthington Christian. And they were able to grind out a solid victory over St. Peter's last week. They won 35-22. So Harvest Prep came in once again, and they pulled the victory out this time. But I want to give a lot of people talk about all these other running backs and all these other players and all these other divisions and this and that and blah 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 this, and I want to give a shout out to D. Bangur. Daniel, this guy he's my Mid-State League Player of the Week again. I mean, people talk about Alonzo Booth from DeSales. I guess he's a big fullback out of DeSales High School. I think he ran for like 163 yards this week. And then you got Brendan White out of Olentangy Liberty. He's already signed with Ohio State. Big time quarterback. He's good he's good at throwing the ball in the air, and he's also good at using his feet. So he's like a dual threat quarterback. And then you got Michael Flegel of Bexley, and we've seen him how he runs up and down the football field. He's a big time fullback too. But my man Daniel Bangur, let me give you his stats. When they played Bexley, he rushed for 23 rushes for a total of 141 yards. He scored 2 touchdowns, and his average per carry was 5.3 yards a carry. When he played Franklin Heights, he rushed for 45 rushes for 311 yards, and he averaged 6.9 yards a rush, and he scored 3 touchdowns. And last week against the Bishops of Zanesville, he rushed for 40 yards. He had 40 rushes for 395 yards. That's 9.9 yards a carry, and he had 4 touchdowns. This guy's a beast. I don't care what nobody said. You could talk about Alonzo Booth for DeSales. You could talk about Brendan White from Olentangy. You could talk about the kid from Bexley. But I'm going to talk about Bangur. DB is my man of the week, and he did a phenomenal job once again. He did a phenomenal job, and the Harvest Prep came out with the victory 40-30. DB rushed for 412 yards. That goes along with all the other rushes he had. So Friday he rushed for 412 yards and scored 5 touchdowns to lead Harvest Prep, which is 1-3 now, over Worthington Christian in the Mid-State League Cardinal matchup. Trailing 21-18 at halftime, Harvest Prep scored 21 unanswered points in the second half on Bangura's touchdown runs of 27, 10, 36. And Harvest Prep's quarterback had a touchdown, and he passed. He had a touchdown Let me read that right. Yeah, Harvest Prep scored 21 unanswered points in the second half on Daniel Bangura's touchdown run of 27 yards, 10 yards, and 36 yards. So we think I'm just glad that Harvest Prep got the win. We really needed that win. Now we enter into the mid-state. I think we got another non-conference game coming up this weekend, but we'll get into that later. Let me give you the game statistics here. Harvest Prep scored on the safety in the first quarter. DB, Daniel Bangura, 4-yard run. And Worthington Christian, Alex Tucker with a 1-yard run. Then Daniel Bangura came back with a 34-yard run. Savon Mitchell caught a pass from Bangura in the first quarter. Reed Tucker, 39-yard pass from Alex Tucker for Worthington Christian. And then Worthington Christian came back. Alex Tucker, 13-yard run. Myers kick in the second quarter. Myers, a 33-yard field goal in the third quarter. And then Bangura came back in the third with a 27-yard run. And Isaiah Mullins caught a pass from Jamal Lipsy on the two-point conversion. And Daniel Bangura with a 10-yard run. Isaiah Mullins again with a 10-yard pass from Daniel Bangura in the fourth quarter. And then Daniel Bangura with a 36-yard run in the fourth quarter. And then captain night off was Ajaya Smith with a 33-yard pass from Joe Greensboro, and the kick was no good. Then at the end of the day, Harvest Prep came out victorious 40-30. Here's some of the team stats that you might want to be aware of. Total yards on the day, Harvest Prep 511. Worthington Christian only had 257. First downs, yards rushing. Harvest Prep rushed 44 times for 442. Worthington Christian 38 times for 80. Average yards 10 yards a rush, and Worthington Christian only 2 yards a rush. Total completions 8 attempts, 12 completions. Worthington Christian 11 attempts, 17 completions. There was no punts. Let's see, Harvest Prep passing. Let's go with the rushing. Daniel Bangura, 38 carries, 412 yards. That's about 10.5 yards a rush, and he scored 5 touchdowns. On the other hand, Worthington Christian passing, Joe Greenwood, 4 completions on 8 attempts, a total of 73 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And those are just stats for that particular game. I didn't get a chance to make that game, so I'm glad that we have a lot of social media, a lot of people that we follow. We get these scores from different outlets here. I would like to see some of the linebackers like step up. This is my opinion. I would love to see linebackers read the quarterback, blitzing and stuff like that. I like to see the O-line with a surge, like just push the defensive line off the ball and just open up. Now they're already doing that because Daniel Bangura wouldn't have 400 some yards if the front line didn't open the offensive line didn't open the holes for him. And a lot of that stuff he gets on his own for his athletic ability. And some of the DBs, man-to-man coverage, I think they do a pretty good job in that area too. So, those are your stats there for Harvest Prep in that first game. And I'm just glad that the guys came out with a victory this time. They really stepped up to the challenge, and I think there's more to come. Okay, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, which team in the Mid-State League won their games this weekend? We'll let you know when we come back. This is the Mid-State League Weekly. My name is Willie Stimage. All right. Thank you guys for tuning back in. We're back, and just want to give you an update on some scores here from around the league. First, we want to start with Harvest Prep. Saturday, 17th, Harvest Prep faced off in a soccer match against Circleville. That final was 4-0 Circleville. Football, Fisher Catholic defeated Millersport 20-18, and Millersport actually had this game and they let it slip away. So Fisher Catholic defeated those. Some of the rundowns for the game: Millersport, Darren Hank Harkins, 83-yard kickoff return to give the Millersport Raiders, I guess that's the Raiders, 7-0 lead. And the Millersport came back with Stephen Berry, 2-yard run, which is 14-0. And then Fisher Catholic, Daniel Turner, 20-yard pass, 14-7. And then Millersport, Darren Harkins, a 20-yard pass from Sebastian Bateman. Then Fisher Catholic came back, Brock Conrad with a 3-yard run, and then Alan McCall with a 4-yard run, and that capped it off, which gave Fisher Catholic the 20-18 victory over Millersport. Some of the other scores back throughout the week: volleyball, Tuesday, the 13th, Columbus Academy defeated Millersport in 4 sets, 25-16, 25-12, 25-23, and 25-16. Fairfield Christian came out on the losing side to Madison Christian. Fairfield Christian defeated Madison Christian 3-0 on 3 sets, 25-16, 25-16, 25-14. Worthington Christian defeated Bexley 3-0 on sets of 25-13, 25-14, and 25-10. Saturday, we had some more volleyball matches here. Burn Union defeated Madison Christian 2-0 on sets of 25-9 and 25-16. Millersport went down to Granville 2-0. Granville defeated them on sets of 25-14 and 25-12. In football Friday, Troy Christian defeated Fairfield Christian. That score was 41-13. And then I guess it was Burn Union defeated Grove City Christian 39-35. 39-35. And I had some audio I want you to hear of that last play of that game.
25.5 seconds left on the clock. 39-35.
Come on, boys.
Burn Union up by 4 points. All right, Grove City with the long ball. It's in double coverage. And I think he intercepted it. They're going to say catch, and Burn Union's ball with 19 seconds left. That ball was up. It was tipped several times, and Burn Union came down with it. It was thrown in the double coverage to number 11, Quentin Jeffries.
Well, that was your that call was coming from the Grove City Christian media department, and like I said, Burn Union defeated them. Grove City Christian had that game all the way, and they could not hold on at the end of the day. And Burn Union actually came back and stole that one. Let's move right along. Fairfield, this is girls soccer. Fairfield Union 3, Fisher Catholic 0. Fairfield Union, some of the highlights here. LaRock had 1 goal, 2 points. Reagan Conrad had 1 goal and 2 points. Goalkeeping, Alexia Murch, 1 save, and Burnside with 2 saves. Then on the Fisher Catholic side, Frank had 8 saves, and Rose had 9 saves. And those are your stats for Fisher Catholic, and as they came out on the short end of the stick here. Another soccer match, you have Grove City Christian 4, Bishop Ready 0. And some of the highlights here, Bannockburn had 10 saves for Grove City Christian. Allen had 1 goal, 2 points. And Zach Lancey had 3 goals and 6 points. And in goaltending, Slimmers had 10 saves, I believe it was. Yeah. And Grove City defeated Ready 4-0. And other soccer action, Worthington Christian 6, West Jefferson 0. Kurtz had 12 saves. And we have the host of Worthington Christian people. Let's see. Red Staff had 1 goal, 2 points. Rakes had 1 goal, 2 points. Todd had two goals, 4 points. Kadish had 1 goal, 2 points. And M. Mash had 1 goal and 2 points. Okay, let me see here. I think we're going to take a quick break here, and we're going to bring you some announcements and upcoming events in the Mid-State League. This is the Mid-State League Weekly. My name is Willie Stimage. All right, we are back for the last and final segment of the Mid-State League Weekly. Okay, let me give you the updates on the Mid-State League Cardinal Division football standings as of right now. Burn Union is 2-2. They're 1-0 in the conference. Fisher Catholic is 1-3. They are 1-0 in the conference. Harvest Prep is 1-3. They are 1-0 in the conference. Fairfield Christian is 3-1, and they are 0-0 in the conference. Worthington Christian is 1-3, and they are 0-1 in the conference. Millersport is 0-4, 0-1 in the conference, and Grove City Christian is 0-4, 0-1 in the conference. So overall, Fairfield Christian is leading this pack. But in the Mid-State League Conference Division, we have a 3-way tie for first place, which is Burn Union, Fisher Catholic, and Harvest Prep. 3 teams round out the bottom, which is Worthington Christian, Millersport, and Grove City Christian. Okay, these games coming up Friday. Let me update you on Friday's contests in the Mid-State League. Millersport will be at Fairfield Christian Academy on Friday, September the 23rd at 7 p.m. And then you have Burn Union Rockets they'll be at Fisher Catholic on Saturday, September the 24th at 7 p.m. Fairfield Christian Academy will be hosting Millersport on Friday on the 23rd. Grove City Christian will be hosting Worthington Christian on Friday. And Harvest Prep will be in a non-conference game at Madison Plains on Friday, September the 23rd at 7 p.m. Okay, update you on some announcements from a couple of schools here. A mandatory meeting at Harvest Prep for the preseason parent meeting for the winter sports this winter. That will be Monday, October the 10th at 7 p.m. It'll be at Harvest Preparatory School MAC Conference Room. All parents and students, athletes planning on playing a winter sport are required to attend. Please contact the athletic office if you have any further questions at 614 382-1111, extension 322. Okay, Fisher Catholic. This Friday will be their homecoming. Friday, September 23rd is their homecoming. They will be planning a homecoming game at 7 p.m. And then on Saturday, September 24th, is their homecoming dance. So if you are a student at Fisher Catholic, homecoming dance is on Saturday. Homecoming game is on a Friday of this week. So make sure you attend this week's game and dance. Okay, that's a wrap for today. I said it's going to be a short podcast here. We want to thank the Ohio High School Athletic Association for allowing me to put together a podcast. Mostly Ohio Prep Sports Writers, which is affiliated with OSHAA. So I want to thank the Ohio Prep Sports Writers for allowing me to do a podcast for the Mid-State League, and appreciate it very much. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on social media, on Twitter at MSL Weekly, on Instagram at Willie Stimage Photography, on Facebook.com/Willie's Pics, or just drop me an email at williestimagephotography@mail.com. Hey, we want to thank you guys for listening. It's a wrap. It's over. Thank you guys for tuning in. Once again, this is the Mid-State League Weekly. I am Willie Stimage. I'm out.